What's going on, y'all? A-Stock here, going to be talking about Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas says that next that he wants to target gay rights as well as contraceptive rights. Now, gay rights this spans from across the board, from what goes on behind closed doors to relationships to marriage. Of the Supreme Court's ruling to officially strike down Roe v. Wade, which has been in place for over 50 years. And almost immediately, you see a bunch of states already come out and done made anti-abortion laws outright banning abortion. This abortion ban doesn't have no exceptions. It doesn't make any type of exception whatsoever with cases of rape, or if the woman can't really survive the pregnancy, or if it's because of incest. She would have to be forced to have a kid. And it's because of this you see parts of YouTube already, specifically like the red pill manosphere section of YouTube, already try to make talking points saying that, oh yes, modern women can finally be held accountable for trying to abort a child that they didn't want, and not really shedding light, or even trying to shed light on the fact that the women who are victims of rape, incest, or they can't survive the pregnancy, it sucks. That's how the manosphere is looking at this. And they want to look at it like, oh, well, they're the exceptions, that they're outliers, that they don't matter, basically. That because they feel like that there is some women out here who will go about and just, for whatever reason, and not even tell a significant other that they have a kid by, that they aborted the child. And these type of women that they're talking about specifically are in a small vocal minority that could be seen all across TikTok or Twitter. So, and while they want them type of women to be held accountable, they're basically at the same time giving the middle finger to the women who are victims of rape, victims of incest. They can't survive a pregnancy. They're basically giving them a big middle finger, like they don't matter, just because majority of the abortions doesn't come from a rape case, don't come from an incest case. It doesn't come from a woman not surviving the pregnancy. Because of that, they feel like, well, they don't matter. Listen, in a case like this, when it involves abortion, everyone should matter. It don't matter if it's 1%, it don't matter if it's 0.5%. That matters. And these elected officials who people put in office need to remember that come election time, because that 1%, 2% that you do not care about can get your ass right back in the seat you're in. You can get reelected by, depending on what that 1% or 2% you don't give a fuck about. It's funny, right, that the manosphere and the red pill community wants these modern women held accountable, but they also, in that same breath and token,
why? Because fuck them, that's why.
To the women who unfortunately have to give birth due to rape, incest, or because they could die by losing the child. And it's crazy. They're more worried about the women who are out here just carelessly getting a child aborted than the women who can't survive a pregnancy, that were forced to be raped. They didn't have a choice in the matter to have that baby or not. Meanwhile, the women who's out there doing this that they're talking about are perfectly healthy. They can have the kid. They just choose to abort that child. Just because they do that don't mean that we should make the ones who could, I don't know, literally die, suffer for their stupidity. Them trying to look into gay rights and contraceptives. I really think that won't go anywhere, because if you try to go after contraceptives, then that's going to add more fuel to the fire. Now, if you try to go after gay marriage and try to overturn gay marriage and ban any type of, or have states the option to ban gay marriage, ban gay relationships, or any sexual engagements, then that is just doing nothing but trying to stir up a hornet's nest, because that is going to do nothing but cause trouble, especially states in the South. States in the South that you have folks down here that do not like gay people. So if some of these lawmakers were to outlaw all of that down here in the South, then I can guarantee you will see an uptick in hate crimes towards gays, because that's how it was before any type of legislation passed to protect them happened. It happened back in the 80s and 90s. You would hear constant reports and instances of gay people being attacked for being who they are, like physically attacked. So if they were to outlaw gay relationships and all that, if somebody could literally go to prison for just being gay or having a gay relationship with somebody, best believe it's going to fuel the fire and fan the flames of a bunch of homophobic people out there, to where when they hear and let's say legislation would get passed, hypothetically if it happened, they would feel like they can get away with going out and attacking gay people. I think that's a very likelihood of that happening. I even saw some people say, well, they could come after interracial marriage if that was to pass, which if they were to go after gay marriage, hypothetically, I think interracial marriage would definitely be next. I think if you were to have a combination of contraceptives being banned, of gay marriage relationships being banned, and interracial marriages and relationships banned, you would have the entire country spun into chaos. It would be chaos all in the streets. I don't think the Supreme Court would actually outlaw gay marriage again, or let alone try to outlaw interracial marriage. But if it does happen, I definitely will cover it. And there will be a lot of people who will try to come out and say, well, if you don't like how the laws is in your state, then just move. That's easier said than done, because you have you have to afford the funds to be able to move, and you have to be making enough money to survive the cost of living in the brand new state. But instead of people saying, you know what, I'm gonna go like across state lines to go get a abortion done, they'll end up moving to them states that supports abortion. And I think in the long run could hurt the states that have banned abortion, because you may see more and more people end up leaving them states and going to the states that do support abortion. And hypothetically speaking, if the Supreme Court strikes down gay and or interracial marriage, then you can bet your ass that them states would be fucked from an economic standpoint. Because why would anyone stay somewhere where a state does not allow gay or interracial marriage or does not allow abortion? Nobody would stay there. Maybe some people would stay in a state that bans abortion, but banning interracial and gay marriage, no, them states are going to be fucked economically. But with that being said, let me know what you guys think about this in the comments below. Until next time, it's been H Dog here, and I'm out. Peace.